at question number 2. So let's see here. From the top of a 42-meter high cliff, the angle of the depression to a boat is 28 degrees. How far is the boat from the base of the cliff to the nearest meters? Okay, so let's do our best drawing here. So we got like a huge cliff here. Okay, and then we got some water here. And then we got our boat over here. Do my boat here. Don't know what kind. I'll put a sailboat. And we'll draw our first triangle here. Down to the boat. And the angle depression. So here, the angle depression is 28 degrees. So how are we going to draw the triangle? I'm going to draw it like this. I'm going to go here and come down here. So my 90 degrees is going to be right there. And I know the cliff here is 42.8. So over here it's also 42.8. But I'll use the top triangle. So see, the 28 is here. So the top triangle here. You could use the Z pattern. You could put 28 degrees here. And you can use the bottom triangle. It's also 90 degrees. I'll use this top triangle up here, and I got 42 and I got 28, so I'm going to use this one here with the angle depression, always from the horizontal, always down, so 28 degrees. So the boat, the cliff, 42.8, I just transferred it as the same height here. Okay, let's label all the sides here. So first, we got to figure out what the X is. Let's put the X's. How far is the boat from the base? So X is the horizontal distance. Here, we're assuming it's the horizontal distance, so from the base right there. So that's our X here. It's the same as on the top here. Okay, let's label all the sides here. So we'll start here across. Okay, across from the angles opposite. OPP. Oh, across from the 90. I should have maybe done that one first. Across from the 90 is the hypotenuse. Okay, and that leaves the last one here. Okay, the very last one, I'll make it black here. It leaves it as the adjacent. Let's take a look. We got opposite. So here, we got adjacent. Looks like the same trig ratio. Let's see what has opposite and adjacent on. Let's go down here. So opposite hypotenuse, not sine. Adjacent hypotenuse, no. Opposite, adjacent. There it is, tan again. Opposite over adjacent. Let's go right. Tan of theta is opposite over adjacent. So tan of 28. And this time our opposite. So our opposite here is 42.8. 42.8 all over, well, X. I'm going to use the same method as before. We'll go tan of 28. So we're going to use this calculator. So go tan. So this one you have to put 28 first, and then you put tan. Other calculators you do it the other way around. So get 0.5317. So get 0.5317. Write it here. 0.5317 equals 42.8 over X. Now we put this over 1 and we cross multiply. So you get 0.5317. So I went across this way, and that's my X equals, now 1 times that, we go across that way, it's supposed to form an X. 1 times 42.8 is just 42.8. And then this one has the extra step of the divide. So you divide both sides by 0.5317 and this side by 0.5317. We go to our calculator. So you get 42.8 divided by 0.5317. And you get 80.5 rounded. So X is 80.5. Now we go therefore statement. And this was the boat away from the edge, the base of the cliff. You go therefore. The boat is, therefore the boat is 80, I believe it was meters, 0.5 meters away from the base of the cliff. From the base of the cliff. And we'll move on to the next question. Question 3. A 6-meter ladder is leaned up against the side of a garage. It reaches a height of 6.1 meters up the side of the garage wall. Find the angle the ladder makes with the ground to the nearest degree. So I'm just going to set up, this is our garage here. Maybe this is the ground over here, and we'll put the ladder here. Okay, and the ladder is 6 meters high. Okay, the garage, so leaned up against the garage, maybe it's not as high as here, but it goes all the way up to 5.1 meters. This is our 90 degree here, and our angle that we're looking for, we're going to call it theta, goes right here because it's with the ground. Find the angle the ladder makes with the ground. And this is my 90. Hopefully that was clear. That's my 90 degrees. If you can't see the triangle, just use this blue color. There's the triangle right here. With the 90 degrees. Let's label the sides and pick our ratio. So across from the 90, that's our hip, hypotenuse. Across here from the angle this way here, that's our adjacent. And our last one here, which we don't have, oops, not our adjacent, that's supposed to be the opposite. Across from the angle is the opposite, so let's erase that. So across from the angle, the 5.1 there is actually the opposite. And beside the angle here is the adjacent. So right beside the angle is adjacent to it, and across from it is opposite. Now we're going to figure out which trig ratio. So we're going to use hip and op. Hip and op. Let's take a look. I got my 3 trig ratios. Oh, very first one, hip and op. Okay, very first one, sine. We'll be using sine. Opposite over hypotenuse. So let's set it up. Sine of theta is opposite over hypotenuse. So we don't know what theta is. So sine of theta is opposite is 5.1. So it's right here, 5.1 over 6. So let's take a look here. 5.1 divided by 6. We'll go to, maybe I'll use this calculator this time. I'll do the work here. I'll do 5.1 divided by 6. Figure out what the answer is. 0.85. So sine of theta is 0.85. And then we got to go second sine. So you go sine -1 of 0.85. And depends on your calculator how you do this. So this one, on this calculator, there's a second sine. You'd first put second sine on this one, and you put 0.85, and you get 58.2 degrees. 58.2 degrees. If you were to use a different style calculator, first you'd have to put the 0.85, and then you go here second sine, and you still get 58.2. So you have to know your calculator. Okay, we got our angle. Therefore, it makes, so wait, let's just read the question on the top. So it's with the ground, I believe. Find the angle the ladder makes with the ground. So therefore, it makes a 58.2 degree angle with the ground. So therefore, the ladder makes a 58.2 degree angle with the ground.